Okay, like Nishida or Confucius, they have clear point to influence people. What's the Descartes point?
Wait. What is the clear point of Nishida?
Absolute nothingness. Okay, absolute nothingness.
Yeah, but why?
Why? Because this is actually everybody cannot recognize. Just special, mental spirits existing. So he just pointing out, like a kind of lost is nothing itself. Okay, nothing itself is very important.
But nothingness means basically that your thoughts are completely not with anything around you, right? Absolute nothingness means that you are one with yourself, and your thoughts are not.
Okay, absolute nothingness means, okay, this is just lost, simply saying lost mind.
Right.
Okay.
But that means when this
is a Confucius, Buddhism, Shintoism, right. Everybody the same.
But why? So the question is, I think that actually the deeper question is, why does Nishida say that we need to pursue absolute nothingness?
Okay, he's observing moon, right. And then moon as observing moon, also beautiful. He lost his mind. Okay, he forget the time goes by, right. And he's thinking, why is the kind of things happening, and goes and go. Then he can recognize special spiritual world actually existing in the world. But so this is his discovery of the spiritual world. Like for example, he himself, okay, he tried to study, and then you try to concentration, but concentration is not normal concentration. You just more deeper, and then you forgot you yourself. This is nothingness, right? So you're going to train your heart and mind. It can be continued for 5 hours, 10 hours. Just lost your mind. This is nothingness. Okay, so he find out. So he can make cultivate, human being, make an effort like doing that.
Right.
So he find out that sport is the same. Okay, cultivate, he give training, and then he will going to cultivate he himself. He lost he himself. He forget he himself.
So a flow. You get into a flow. You forget about yourself. Yes.
This is a big impact for people. But what is the Descartes? I don't understand.
Descartes.
Why he so much big impact for people?
I think there is something similar.
Right.
To Nishida. Nishida is saying that this is me and this is moon. This is subject and the moon object. Right. Yeah. But they're putting ourselves in the absolute nothingness. This bring this turn around 180 degree what we are seeing.
Right.
There might be no subjective and objective.
Right.
It's going to be the one that through my the perspective around this person and the moon.
Right. So through meditation, you can become one with the objects, right? Like the moon in this case.
Yeah. So we can deny or we can throw away some common sense that there is subject and object. Then Descartes is what Descartes is saying is everything can be doubted.
Yes.
So putting the same in this situation, there is moon, there is myself. Then we can doubt: is it true? It might be not true that there is the moon object against the subject being myself.
Right.
So we can the situation can be the same that Nishida said. There is not anything about subject and object.
You're talking about same thing, Nishida's theory?
Yeah. So
Descartes?
a parallel with Descartes.
Descartes?
Mm.
So that doubt, yeah, the similar in thinking that there shouldn't be anything, the precondition.
Right.
Precondition.
So Descartes actually he goes out and he tries to prove that God exists. By proving that he exists, he then goes on to prove that God exists and the world around us exists. So he gives a philosophical justification of the world around us. I think that Nishida is actually similar to Descartes, but only thing that you need to replace God with I. So I am God. If I am God, then being one, reaching absolute nothingness is actually reaching a divine state through study and through everything. So my conclusion is that there is a clear parallel between Nishida and Descartes. Is that they are trying to find God in nothingness, or in reaching a higher state in finding God or finding yourself.
Why he just influenced so many people? What is the point? Not only God.
Well, he proves that he gives a proof that God exists, but that there is something wrong with the proof.
Yeah, but you said the proof of God. This is just the improvement.
No, basically, he gives first of all, he gives an answer to the question: do we exist? Yes or no? So, are we living in the Truman Show, or are we actually living in the real world? So, according to Descartes, he says, okay, well, we do not live in the Truman Show because actually we exist. The fact that we are thinking proves that we exist.
So how was
that there is a reality.
Also, world like in his time, in Descartes thought?
Sorry, what kind of world?
Yeah, like society.
Okay. So basically, he goes to I don't know exactly how he did it and how he came to that conclusion, but based on the premise that we have thoughts and therefore we exist, he starts to put the apples back into the basket, as it said in this video, and then he draws from that the world around us more or less exists. So that we have reason to doubt, but because we know that we exist, we can be certain that God exists and the world around us as we observe it is not just a figment of our imagination, but it actually does exist. So he tries to take away the internal doubt, the skepticism, by through his eureka moment, his I found it moment, that I exist.
Yeah, on this.
So it's a very fundamental question.
On network, he proved God exists.
Right.
1, 2, 3. But I read it, but I don't understand this proof of the God exists.
I didn't read it actually.
I read it, but I don't understand. But at that time, how come they agree the God exists? But I don't understand what's the differentiation of the Descartes thinking. How much so many people influenced? A lot. He tremendous people influenced very much, but I don't understand. What is the difference?
Well, I think there is one important thing, that his conclusion is very important. Like how he does it is important, but what's even more important is that his conclusion, because he has this kind of irrefutable proof that he exists because he has these thoughts. That's what everybody can identify. Now he links that to the conclusion that God exists, and there's a
This
lot.
is the point. You
But
said
there's a lot
God,
of vested
you said God exists, but how are you going to improve it?
Well,
how are you going to prove it?
So he proves it through deduction, abduction, and induction. Well,
Yeah,
not
this
deduction.
is what
but
I don't understand. How did you do that?
I didn't follow that through. I didn't read everything that
But
was
he
to know.
persuaded many people, right? But how
Well,
come
I
he-
don't know whether he
persuaded?
persuaded many people or many people liked the conclusion that God exists.
No, not few people, many people.
Right. So
At
they
that
liked the
time, at
conclusion.
Descartes era, almost everybody persuaded.
Yes,
but
of course.
How did that?
Because this was the time when the church was super powerful and everybody believed in God and in Christianity.
Okay, for example, Zen, I understand. Buddhists understand. Shinto understand. Confucius understand. But Descartes, I don't understand.
Well, you're
why.
not the only one who doubts him, because later on we will see a video of
Yeah,
Nietzsche.
this video is not persuasive for me. Apple, I understand. But why? What is this?
No, this video goes out to show that I exist, not that God exists. But his later conclusion is based on that God exists. But there is a later video. Do you want to see it? Okay. Well, we need to look for it.
Japanese.
It's Japanese.
What is Descartes? No, not Descartes. God crash course?
Proof.
Crash course, not crash course?
Crash course, maybe. Is it the same? Ah! Yes!
Argument for what?
Okay. Okay, so I haven't seen this one myself. Shall we start it, or would you like a coffee, Jonas?
Yeah, just take a break. Okay, break first.
Okay, I'm gonna buy coffee for us. Oh, there's somebody ask whether you like her photo.
Huh? Photo what?
Here.
What is this?
I don't know.
Click it.
Click it.
Okay. Go ahead. What is this?
I don't know. You got a chat request.
Oh, might be. Don't do that. Oh, here you go. This one. Here you go. It's first time see how this one.
Right. Unusa sees this for the first time.
See this?
83 friends.
My wife get upset. Okay.
Yeah, you have to be careful because you will get all kinds of viruses if you look this. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll be back in a sec. Uno-san, cold coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Hot coffee?
Yeah, I was still sleeping.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, it's difficult. Maybe you can just have a look a little bit.
God.
まだプライム会員じゃないあな
I
た
think it's a pretty
月額たった
difficult,
400円で
difficult
話題作満
thing
載
to
の
prove
対象
that God exists. So I'm curious whether we can actually
Yeah, that's right.
follow him.
Crash Course Philosophy is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace, share your passion with the world.
It's about time we had a serious talk about religion. The philosophy of religion is often confused with theology, which makes sense because they both take God and religion as their subject. But theology starts with assuming that God exists.
これ一回ちょっと日本語で見た方がいいな。あれ デカルト。デカルト、あれのデカルトね。これか。一回落とさないとダメなのかな。